Okay, we're back with Rich Hughes. As technology is, we had to go with some reserve power. So thanks for moving with us. I was going to follow up on my next question was if you had an unlimited budget, what would your dream school look like for today's student and today's teacher?
Yeah, it really starts with that role of the teacher and student first. Um, a teacher being in front of the classroom, being that the sage on the stage. I think that's the term that we use most often. That would not be a part of it. It would be where students are actively engaged in learning, um, in whatever seating they would like to be in, not necessarily in rows, collaborating in groups, and that teacher moving from group to group or student to student, depending on each of the students' social needs, to help them through that learning. Whether people are using flipped classrooms and all this other new wave pieces that are out there that are definitely working, it always comes back to that role of teacher and student. If we put more of the learning in the students' hands, like guiding them through it, that's what our schools should look like. Kids are engaged and loving it. We started Lego robotics recently, held our first competition regionally. We had 8 teams from our middle school jump in, and those kids were putting in hours upon hours after school, learning skills that they're going to need in life. Not only the coding pieces and all those other things, but collaboration, those soft skills. And they're geared up for the competition following up in January, the ones that made it through. So that's what our schools should look like. There should be an excitement level. It shouldn't be painful. Of course, those topics we do have to teach as teachers that may not be as fun. When you walk around and you hear that chaos, but it's controlled chaos, that's what our room should look like. It shouldn't look like everybody's sitting in a row. And
what are some small steps to get there?
Well,
or maybe we need to take large steps.
It goes back to we have people that are already doing it. Every school district has people doing it. So as administrators, we got to support those people to continue on that path and to take those risks. And then with those 15, 20, 25% that are trying it, let other teachers see it happening. We had a teacher just recently flip the classroom in our middle school. The effect it's had on the students' learning, the effect it's had on his colleagues has been unbelievable. And it's happening everywhere. We just got to allow our people to do so. And as an educational leader, tell your people it's okay to take risks. It's okay to step outside the box. Even though I hate that term, it's okay to step out the box and just feed them. Feed the horses that run.
What does nice skate mean to you?
Wow. That varies greatly. So I used to be a science teacher, chemistry and biology. And when I was teaching, not that long ago, I thought I was at the forefront of technology because I had PowerPoint and 2 TVs running in my room and the old towers, and there was no one-to-one. The kids weren't using phones. So it's early 2000s. Coming to Nice Skate for the first time and seeing the various levels. When I say levels, it's teachers, it's CTOs, it's superintendents, it's administrators, all trying to figure out how they can better serve kids. That's the power behind it. It's unbelievable. And I love coming every year. I don't get a chance to get into as many sessions because I'm running around helping out. But I brought many of my teachers along, a good crew. I've helped hopefully get some other superintendents and get their schools involved as well. And as evidenced by our turnout this year at Nice Skate, it's record attendance appears, and it's only growing from there. So Nice Skate is the best PD in a conference that I've been to. And I've been to some national conferences, and whether it's a science teacher conference or even the school superintendent's conferences, being a member, this is the one that has everybody that just works together and to push learning forward.
Okay, it's time for the Speed Geek questions. We'll start with probably the toughest one first. What's your favorite educational blog?
Well, there's a gentleman standing over here, Mr. Tom Whitby. Tend to follow him quite a bit, and those kind of pieces. But anywhere I can find information, I don't know if I have a specific one that I follow most. It's where I can find some information that will help me do what we need to do.
You know, that's interesting you say that. I think you're the second person who's kind of taken that spin on it. And one of the other, I think it was Lauren Stuff, said that Twitter is where, I mean, it's not really a blog. They're getting all of the information at maybe not one particular source, but they're following a whole bunch of sources. And
whatever you want to know about or research, it's right at your fingertips. So don't have to go to the library and look in the encyclopedia anymore.
Okay.
It's right there.
All right, so next Speed Geek question is Star Wars or Star Trek?
Well, I've turned my son into a Star Wars geek.
Well done.
I do follow Star Trek. I do enjoy both, but he's about to turn 6, and he's having a birthday coming up next month, and he dressed as Kylo Ren for Halloween, and he wants a Kylo Ren birthday cake, and we've watched all the old movies, and he even likes the first 3. I mean, not the original 3,
right.
the episode 1, 2, 3 that have been lambasted. But yeah, yep.
And Gryffindor or Slytherin?
Ooh. There's always that dark side within me, especially when you're an administrator. So Slytherin's interesting. I have my own Anakin Skywalker episode 3 costume I wore for Halloween one year. So I more the dark side of.
Okay. And how about your first computer?
Oh, computer. I don't know if I had my first computer. The first computer I remember using, besides the Ataris and the game systems that were way back when, 6th grade, so it was 1985-ish, and being in an advanced computer classroom and being able to use Oregon Trail, where everybody dies of dysentery. That was my first memory of really having a computer that necessarily wasn't mine.
Oregon Trail. All right. Thank you so much, Rich.
Thank you.
You're a really inspiring leader, and I'm excited to follow your progress. And
Appreciate
I'm happy
it.
to see you every year at Dice Gate.
Have a good one.